Most dearest, blessed, respected sadhakas, your blessings to me too because of you that the Shastra Adhyanam is going on. Blessed you are that the Lord and the divinity Guru has chosen you to reveal the sublime knowledges of Shastras. Congratulations for that. And a suggestion, a vision, pray, come what may, this path of truth may not be given up by us, if possible, or by making it possible. More and more sincerity, more and more dedication, more and more Shuddha Sankalpa and Sankalpa Siddhi to walk this path consciously. By all means, let us develop. Wishes and prayers to the divinity that our these classes and our all attempts of sadhana and our entire life becomes fruitful, fulfilling in the revelation of the truth, the reality, giving us the liberation from all the untruth and unreal. Congratulations, the 12 Vyaktitwas, Loka Sevaka, what a beautiful feeling it is if we come to that matured identity of ourselves. Dharma Samsthapaka, when we become instrument in the hands of the Lord, whose purpose when the world is manifest is to do the samsthapana of the Dharma. When we are convinced about it, will be used by Paramatma for that glorious work. While doing so, as he says, Bhukti Mukti Yogakshemam Vahami, then Mokshaishyami. These things Lord will take care if we are slowly entering into the Dharma Sthapana work. And finally, take that alone is the only pursuit of life. Again, it's a time taking but great matured state. Let us look for it, seek it. The Viragi Vyaktitvam does both things of we are freed from the world, therefore peaceful in the mind. More than that, world is protected from one individual's persecution. That when I have raga dvesha, I persecute the world with my raga dvesha based behavior and activity. So when I am free from those, become viragi, the one is the world is protected from one crusader or one destroyer, one troublemaker. Is a great blessing to the world from us is be a viragi in the world. Add these three, Lokasevaka, Dharmastamaka, Viragi. What a beautifully blossoming Vyaktitva it is, if only we can recognize with conscious thinking. To that, when we add the Bhaktatva, truly, genuinely knowing who is Bhagavan, knowing what are the Bhakta Lakshanas, and what is the way the Bhakti is done. The whole personality becomes Bhagavat Maya because Bhagavan is now in our heart. To that Bhakta Lakshana Vyaktitva, when Shishyatva also is added, wherein we recognize the Guru in our life, know that he is Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Parabrahma, and seek from him the knowledge. With bhakti, we can devote to God. From him, lots of what do you say? Sukha, bhoga, all of that we can get. But who is that Bhagavan? What's the relation between that Bhagavan and me? Only Guru can teach when I become Shishya. That state of being a Shishya again is an added feather, one more, to the personality. Like in army, one rank grows, one that pitti gets added to it. Isn't it? The single star, two stars, three stars, and all. And then by somehow, when we become Mumukshu, which we have studied exhaustively yesterday only, today also we will see that little more in our Atma Bodha Grantha, because out of the four qualifications to study that text, Mumukshu is the fourth one. Tabo Vikshina Papanam Shantanam Itaraganam Mumukshunam. So exactly knowing what is binding us, what is the meaning of bondage, and wanting to come out of it. To make it simple, whether we understand it logically or not, it should be understood. Whether we understand not, to make a simple statement, knowing that being in samsara as a samsari is bandhana. Wanting to come out of that is called mumuksha. Mumukshutva vyaktitva. Isn't it? It's little matured state. Comes when we are open in listening to the gurus, in analyzing and understanding from our own experiences, from the experience of others, and the examples of Shastra. What binds? Wanting to be freed from those clutches. Mumukshu. And moksha, bandhana is because of avidya, ajnana. Moksha comes only through jnana. Therefore, the desire to have the jnana of the tattva is called jignasa. So that jignasutva vyaktitva also something of the highest cadre and order. Isn't it? You and I are studying Shastras daily to strengthen this jignasu only in us. And as we saw many times, jignasa, anveshana, gaveshana, tatpada parimarganam, these are all the synonymous words where we are not interested in what is shown or what is seen. We are interested in what is the substratum on which all these are shown and seen. Today in our Yoga Vashtama Ramayana, that is the subject we are studying. In our Mandukya also, nowadays same subject is studied. In our Tripura Rahasya, the Dattaguru Parashurama Samvada talking about that subject only. In the recently concluded Atma Puja, Para Puja also, when the world is explained, it explained to be the projection on the reality only. Till the reality is not known, the projected world binds us. Therefore, have jignasa to know that tattva is being said. So, this is another very wonderful way of living a human life, jignasa. Then all of them, isn't it? Unless we continuously listen, they won't stay or stick to our heart. And then, if the listening is rarer or lighter or superficial or irregular of the tattva, then the other things of the world we listen. Then that enchants us. Then we become samsari. That is why you know the Shanti mantra, Bhadram Karnebihi Shuniyama. To begin it is. Again, from the ears only, the samsara is heard, the raga dveshas are formed. Like in the world also, if good is not done of prachara, like the present government, thousands of good they have done, they could not do prachara. The other fellows eating only from 10 years without giving even an iota to the nation, but they spoke something funny. The people got enchanted, they voted them. देखो लोग इतने बुद्धू होते हैं, जिसका प्रचार होता है उसको ही वो वोट डालते हैं. In the same way, our heart also, Antakarana also, votes to that to of which the Shravanam is done more and more. Therefore, if we listen to the Mahima of the Jagat more and more, then Jagat ke prati all Raga Dveshadi come. We are bound samsari. Instead of that, from the through the years, from the Guru's Shastra, when we do the Shravanam of the Tattva more and more, Tattva being real more and more, anything other than that is unreal, ये बातें more and more सुनने से that knowledge becomes wider, deeper, stronger. Knowledge should be deeper, knowledge should be stronger, knowledge should be wider so that it doesn't allow the ignorance to come. Like the food taken or medicine taken should go deeper, stronger, and wider so that it eliminates all the bacteria or whatever which creates the infections. Therefore, one of the beautiful thing every day, as much as possible, we have to do is the Shravanam. Those days you remember wherever you are doing continuous regular Shravana with the Shraddha, obviously, Guru Bhakti, how the heart was filled with inspiration for Tattva Jnana, desire to do the sadhana, and the commitments to do the Bhagavad Upasana Sevas. When this Shravana gets reduced, other things we listen, that becomes important, we start doing them. So, Shrotrutva. Then the Sadhakatva Vyaktitva in us is another kya? सबसे important aspect. Basically, what are you? You are the Tattva Sadhaka or Jagat Samsari. That Sadhakatva Vyaktitva. Outside, we need not do prachara. Outside, we are absolutely normal, doing our duties with a willingness in the heart, smile on the face, as an offering to the Lord in our mana, loving the world. All are happening. But then, inside us, we know, we should know conformedly, firmly, that we are the sadhaka of the truth. Right now, that introvertedness, subtleness are not there because of so many impurities, responsibilities, the runa, etc. Through these outer works, I am clearing all of them only to get opportunities to do my sadhana vigorously, intensely. Therefore, you may be husband or wife or whatever relation. चलने दो बाहर भीतर तो I am only tattva sadhaka, atma sadhaka. That one thought we have to increase. Even speakers like me, in me, if I am pravachana karta vyaktitva is stronger and deeper, I am as bad a samsari like anyone. Because nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha. When I know inside that I am the atma sadhaka, a part of the sadhana is this Shastra Adhyanam Adhyapanam. In this clarity only, I save myself. Everybody like that. Basically, who are you? Basically, I am sadhaka. Little higher level mein, when we study deeply Vedanta and all of that, we apprehend that we are Brahman himself. Then the bandhana, the bandha se moksha, moksha ke liye sadhana, all of them, the different way they will be understood. At that level, just be with yourself. You are never become a samsari that you need to do any sadhana to get any siddhi. So they are all higher knowledges. Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana will convey that knowledge to us plenty of times. Morning in our Brahma Sutra quotations also. We have seen no before that Parashara Samhita last quotations may. What was said? Na prapanchaha na samsruti. There is no world, there is no samsara. All maya matram kalpitam dvaitam advaita paramatmani avidyavashat. That is how the highest knowledge. Same knowledge will be given to us after 10, 20 years or next life. But what we understand then, what we understand now, lot of difference will be there. All in all, sadhakosmi aham. Then, for being a sadhaka, doing a sadhana, how much prayatna we are doing? The prayatna shilavan, keeping aside the lazinesses, distractions, and single pointedly doing prayatna of sadhana is another beautiful Vyaktitva. And I believe you and I are at this Y road or at this junction, struggling to become willingly committed sadhaka. We are pausing, we are delaying, we are lazying out, we have 10 more things as important. Therefore, total prayatna only for Paramatma Prapti has not yet come in us. So that prayatna we are doing, not that we are not. If we don't do prayatna, we don't come to class. We don't do our whatever japa, upasana, puja. We are doing all. That's all prayatna. But then, वो कितना percent है? In the total days time available, the energy is available, the freedoms available, how much of that we are using for this prayatnam and how much the other things are taking away these things. उसके हिसाब से कह रहे कि प्रयत्नशील मीन्स उसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं, उसी पे लगे रहना. And then to do that, how much of the prerana we have to have inside, drawn from within, received from the gurus and shastra, that immense, intense prerana, inspiration, that I am human being, I have the Guru, I am given the Shastra Jnana, I have full freedom. It is me by my prayatna. I have to reach Paramatma. कहकर वो वाला inspiration, which can surpass, which can overwhelm, which can defeat, which can suppress all our the rajogunas, all our tamogunas, utna wala prerana, which we have every day before we come to class. Coming to class is a sattva guna kriya. But before that, the rajo tamagunas are there in the mind, driving us here and there. But at the time of the class, the prerana for this is so much that you have come here keeping the other things the other way. Another day, something else gives us prerana more than this. Leaving this, we go there. सो यहाँ निरंतर प्रयत्न करने के लिए साधक के रूप में परमात्मा को पाने के लिए जो प्रेरणा रहना है हमारे अंदर. इमेजिन दोज भक्तास, ट्रू भक्तास, द प्रेरणा इन देम फॉर दैट लॉर्ड कि सुबह 4 बजे उठकर फॉर भगवान दे डू ऑल दी तैयारी फॉर द पूजा, लाइक पूजा मंदिर, पूजा सामग्री, नैवेद्यम इत्यादि. दैट्स कॉल्ड एज प्रेरणा. An example, any other example. You are inspired when your children come home to take care of them, like that. So, Prerita Vyaktitva is a beautiful thing, it is. And then, when all of these are done, see, like a great scientists or poets or artists, in their deep, intense activity, when they are, how calm, quiet, sober, gambhira they are. That type of gambhirya, Shanti is the 12th Vyaktitva. So let Parabrahma bless us in this regard. Ishvara bless us in this regard. Jagannatha bless us in this regard. All the Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana shower their infinite, unfailing, continuous, constant Krupa on all of us so that our spiritual journey becomes more greater celebration than the reaching of the destination. Isn't it? The one who enjoys the journey, for him the destination is no great means. पहुंच गए फिर भी क्या? I am enjoying my prayana. This is very important because the one who does not enjoy, do not enjoy his journey, no? Anywhere, anytime, he can stop that journey, denying himself of reaching the destination. आप जिसको पसंद है यात्रा प्रयाण करना, आनंद ले रहा है उसका, तो करते करते बिना प्रयास का he will reach the destination. May we all be so good. Now this study of Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, glorious text we have taken up. Vairagya Prakaranam, fully up to the brim, it is there. Content, we have gone through it, browsed through it. How much it has affected, very subjective, never mind. We have attempted, more times we'll attempt, doesn't matter. Now we have come to second, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana. The name suggests how a Mumukshu Vyakti's Antakarana, Antaranga will be there. In that, through the Shukadeva Samvada, Shukadeva Moksha Nirvana, Vishwamitraji praised Rama, saying that you have almost reached to the final stages, only finishing touches have to be given to you. Any sage in this Sabha gives that finishing touch, Rama will get that Anta Manaha Shanti. Then When Vasishtha ji himself is there, what is the question of anybody else? Therefore, I request Sri Vasishtha ji to teach Sri Rama. These were the words of Vishwamitra ji. Also, he has praised Vasishtha ji. Vasishtha ji, with a blessing, have he says, I'll teach this Vidya to Rama Adi, by which their manastama goes away. Like the light when it is put on, just removes the darkness of the night. Then he says that Jnanam Akhanditam given to us by the Padma Sambhava Brahmadeva in that Pahad Shikhara. I thoroughly remember it. I am going to give that Mukti giving Jnanam. With this, the second Sarga concluded. Now we started yesterday the third Sarga, which is highly mystical, highly beyond this world information, which is so tough to grasp. But if it is grasped, so many strong illusions, hallucinations, notions, they go away. Heart becomes lightened, freed from many heavy burdens of imaginations, projections, carried because of lack of higher and greater information or wisdom. So we are going to study this third sarga. It started with Sri Vasishtha ji saying, here now I am beginning to give that jnanam. Before he started saying the first thing only, Sri Rama takes the mic and says, Oh Guru, moksha giving this jnana, anyway you are going to give, you are going to receive. But before that, this doubt has come in me instantaneously. And unless that goes away, I may not be able to concentrate on the sublime knowledge which you are going to teach. Never answer me. And what is the question? How Shukadeva, the son Shishya Putra, is Videha Mukta, the father Vyasa Bhagavan is not Videha Mukta, even though he is Jivan Mukta. Okay, to that question, while answering the mysticism regarding the creation, etc., Sri Vasishtha ji tells, and this becomes or marks the beginning of the sublime content contained in the Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana. In this ocean of this Grantha, even a balti full of knowledge of water, if we can grasp or receive, we start becoming Dhanya. Shall we start with our Sankalpa Prarthana? As we are doing every day, these 2 hours of our touching 4 Shastras. Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, Atma Bodha, after this in other language, Hindi, followed by the Tripura Rahasya Parayanam, then the most joyful reading of Skanda Purana should become our committed, fully applying sadhana. श्रद्धा के साथ मन लगाकर साधना के दृष्टि से इनको हम करने का प्रयास. Before that, prayer to God and Guru, O Lord, give that Vyaktitva of Jignasu Sadhaka while this blessing which you are giving us. Start. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने पूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास सुखदेव वामदेवादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य आचार्येभ्यो नमः श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्राय नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास सन्तवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभूति तत्रोक्त ऋषि मुनि गुरुदेवता महानुभाव दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्ति सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां भक्ति योग वेदान्तादि मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु श्रोतॄणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलना प्रेरणोत्साह ज्ञानादीनां प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापना कार्य नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां दिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना साधना सेवा उपासना यज्ञयागादि दिव्य कर्मणां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे स्थित समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं च विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ संस्थापना द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं च अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि नमः श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्राय नमः मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं दृष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरे वनं सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ऋषिभ्यो नमः श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम द्वितीय प्रकरणम मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणम तृतीय सर्गः भूयो भूयो सर्गानुवर्णनम नाम श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. So friends, third sarga starts off Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana, starts with Shri Vashishthaji's Uvacha. Yesterday, day before, we have celebrated the beginning of the teachings of this Guru great Vashishthaji, because till this moment it was only Sri Rama, Sri Vishwamitra ji, they were talking. In the entire Prathama Prakarana, which we took 100 and more than 50 days of that. So these 150 days of our prayatna, relentlessness, prayasa led us to this fortune of starting to study the Upadesha, the teaching of Sri Vasishtha Maharishi. So from today, mind you, all those Rishi Munis who were there while these teachings were given there will be around us, or if we invoke within us only in some or the other form. So feeling their presence, seeking their blessings, committed to this study with Adbhuta, Anitara Sadhya, Ananya Shraddha, let us involve in it. So, Vasishtha Uvacha. Remember, from this third sarga, first sloka onwards, Sri Vasishthaji's Upadesha starts. Just like in Gita, the entire first chapter is Arjuna Vishada, Arjuna Vaktrutva only. Only in the second sloka of second chapter, Kutastva Kashmana Vidam, Krishna Bodha starts. Rather, even that also not yet started the Modha. The first two slokas, Lord prepares Krishna Arjuna. Again, Arjuna from sloka 3 cries up to 10th. From the 11th sloka of Ashocha and Anvashochastvam, Bhagavan Krishna's actual Upadesha starts. Isliye Adi Shankar Bhagavan also gives Bhagavad Gita Bhashyam from the 11th sloka of second chapter only, not to the entire first chapter. All the first chapter and second chapter up to 10th sloka, Bhagavan Adishankara gives the commentary of it in only one line. Praninam sukha dukkha hetu shoka moha avagahanartham vyakheyo grantaha. Like that he says. Then Ashocha, for that he starts giving commentary. Gita ka samandha bhashto hai hi divido hi vedokta dharmaha pravrutti lakshano nivrutti lakshanascha. It starts. We are going to study that. In the same way here also, patiently Vasishthaji was waiting for his turn or chance. It has come now. The glory and dignity of Vishwamitraji. He has set the entire atmosphere around. He saw to it that every Navaschara Rishimuni Guru Devata also came and said, he prepared Rama's mind with assurances that we can answer you. He prepared others' minds also. With request, he had made Vasishthaji also ready. Now the stage is set. Upadesha starts. So the first sloka, what Vasishthaji says was, Purvamuktam Bhagavata Yat Jnanam Padma Janmana Sargadau Lokashantyartham Tadidam Kathayamyaham. Tadidam Kathayamyaham. That here I am going to tell. What are you telling? Yat Jnanam. I am to telling you Jnanam. Who gave this Jnanam? When he gave this Jnanam is given by Bhagavan Padmajanma Brahma Deva himself. That's why it's called as Brahma Jnanam. Okay. Brahma Deva gave, therefore it's Brahma Jnanam. Brahma is Parabrahma Tattva. In this Jnanam, Parabrahma Tattva is revealed. That is why also it's called as Brahma Jnanam. Brahma also means Vedas. So these are all essence of the Veda Jnanam only. That is why also it is called as Brahma Jnanam. So Padma Janmana by Brahma Deva is given this knowledge. When did he give it? Pura Sargado. Underline this word. In the beginning, at the time of beginning of creation itself. What for he is given that knowledge? Loka Shanti Artham. For the jivas whom he is creating, of course, by Narayana Anugraha and Adesha, as per the requirement of Vyashti and Samashti Jivas. Yet, with all compulsions that Brahmadeva has got to creation, to do creation, while doing that creation, with the given freedom, what Brahmadevaji gave was this Brahma Jnanam for the Shanti of the entire world. Of course, in that entire world, whoever are ready to recognize the glory of this Jnanam, receive it. So to say, in the beginning of creation only, in the very first instance only, if somebody says, I don't want to enter into the chakkar of the loka, I just want to have this Brahma Jnana, and in that Nivrutti Marga, I want to realize Paramatma. It is available to them there only. This was utilized by the Sanaka Sanandana Sanatana Sanat Kumara. They never entered samsara. द अदर जीवास थोड़ा क्रिएटेड वर्ल्ड में सैर करके आते हैं, कुछ सैर करके ही कुछ लोगों को पता चला यार ये फंसाने वाला है, दे केम बैक, रिसीव्ड नॉलेज, गॉट मोक्ष. Others entered more and more deep into the created creation. They got enchanted in it. They become samsari to such an extent that now by their own willingness also, immediately they cannot come out of samsara, nor they can pursue this jnana. They are called as the caught of jivas going through janma marana parampara is a result of their karmas done out of kamana and vasana. खुद बनाया. अब जब महसूस होता है कि मैंने खुद वासना बनाया, कामना बनाया, संसार बनाया, भटक रहा हूँ. When he realizes this, again by the grace of Guru and Upadesha, then one by one entanglements he removes. That's why it takes that much time. I'm just telling that right from the beginning of creation where samsara के लिए अवकाश अवसर था, at the very time also मोक्ष के लिए भी there was an opportunity. Whoever has chosen, for them both are given. Anything what they have chosen, that's given. Like even now also, every moment, every jiva is in the Y road. One is the moksha marga, another is bandhana marga of samsara prayas. And the childlike people choose the bandhana marga prayer, the matured ones choose the shreya marga. So I'm just telling an extra explanation to this shloka of Brahmadeva where he says that knowledge given by the Brahmadeva, Vashishtha is saying, Vaashishtha is saying that knowledge given by Brahmadeva in the beginning of creation for the Loka Shanti Artham, for the peace of all beings, that Jnanam I am going to give you right now. I am ready. So in saying this, he is expressing his commitment and initiation are beginning. In that, without saying with words, he already said, therefore, all the audience be attentive, be full of concentration, ready to receive. तो ब्रह्मदेव के द्वारा सर्ग के शुरुआत में लोक शांति के लिए जो ज्ञान दिया गया है जिससे संसार से मुक्ति होती है वो मैं भी कहने वाला हूँ. Like in any of the sabha also, the MC Master of Ceremonies, he announces, here now we call our chief guest to address on this point, or in the seminar or meeting, he is called as the chief guest. We request him to give us the keynote address on this topic, following which we conduct our this seminar for 3 days to come out with substantial understandings in the interest of the entire organization or whatever it is. Keynote address. इधर में हमारे वशिष्ठ जी, Vishwamitra is already announced. Now Vaashishtha ji also saying, I am not telling any knowledge my own. Vavrahmat. I am giving that knowledge only which is given by Brahmadeva. Second, this knowledge is not to create any ashanti of samsara inner and outer. It is to give shanti. And the giving, shanti giving effect of it is for the entire world, of course, whoever are receiving it. So इसमें लोक शांत्यर्थम कहकर everybody is qualified for it, that is said. Brahmadeva is given कहकर parampara is told and he has expressed honestly. It is received by him, not his own. Sargado कहकर it is always available. Even now it's available. So in this way, analyzing every shloka is called adhyayana. Then from that, what should be the outcome to us? Every thought we listen or think, we should know the consequence positive of it. Inconsequential involvement is not healthy. Then one has to think. The consequence of the understanding is respect and reverence to this knowledge. With that respect and reverence, with commitment and conviction, we attend. Then we receive it and with full maturity and our involvement, we do the sadhana required thereof. इस तरह से. Now when this was said, Sri Ramji stops Vashishtha ji and asks a question. Sri Rama uvacha katayishyasi vistirnam bhagavan moksha samhitam imam tavat kshanam jatam samshayam me nivaraya. Hey Bhagavan, O Lord, O Vashishtha ji, moksha samhitam, मोक्ष देखने का शक्ति रखने वाला, मोक्ष के द्वारा सम्यक हित देने वाला, that knowledge Kathaishyasi. Anyway, you are going to tell us Vistirnam in its exhaustion. No doubt. तो Vistirnam Moksha Samhitam He Bhagavan Kathaishyasi. So anyway, you are going to tell. Lekin, before that, Tavat means before that, Imam Kshanam Jatam Samshayam. This doubt which has just arisen in me after listening to Vishwamitra ji, Samshayam Tad Nivaraya. You give me the Nivarana of that to me. Hmm. What is the Samshaya? Pita Shukasya Sarvajnah Gururvyaso Mahamatihi Videha Mukto Na Katam Muktaha Sutaha Asya Saha. This is the question. So, Shukasya Pita, Shukasya Guruhu, Sarvajnaha Mahamatihi. Father of Shuka, Guru of Shuka and everybody, knower of everything, Sarvajna, Mahamati is a huge intellect that he has written thousands of all these things, Purana, Itihasa, Brahma Sutra, Veda, Vivasana, all of that he has done, or is Mahamati. So that Vyasa, Videha Mukta na Katam, how he has not got Videha Mukti, then Katam Muktaha Asya Sahasutaha. Of this Vyasji, that Putra Shukadeva, how he has got Videha Mukti, why not the Vyasaji? So because Shukadevaji approached Vyasa after his own contemplation and Vairagya, Vyasa taught something, Shukaji is not satisfied, he was sent to Janakaji, having heard from Janaka, he got Videha Mukti. व्यास जी को नहीं हुआ क्यों? This is a question because you have reason. With the Vishwamitra ji has taken up this topic of Shuka Vyasa Janaka Samvada, of course, to tell that I am also that way ready. So, iska answer do. No answer to it is very deep, very sublime, very loaded, but never mind. We will try to make it simple to understand. Okay, let us chant these slokas and main meaning I'll tell. Give a pause for one to digest because they're all for some of us, they are very fresh, new knowledges. Many things we already have heard and as ever habitually we forget. But this may be a new one. कुछ लोग सुन चुके होंगे. Let us study this. I am doing now. Sri Vaashishtha Uvacha Paramarka Prakashantah Trijagatrasare Namaha Utpatyotpatyalinaye न संख्यामुपयान्ति ते वर्तमानाश्च या सन्ति त्रैलोक्यगणकोटयः शक्यन्ते ताश्च संख्यातुं नैव काश्चन केनचित् भविष्यन्ति परां बोधौ जगत्सर्गतरङ्गकाः तांश्च वै परिसङ्ख्यातुं सा कथैव न विद्यते सा कथैव न विद्यते. So in a mystical indicated way, not directly, Sri Vaashishtha ji is giving answer to Rama's question because Rama as a young fellow had that audacity guts to ask this question. Mind you, Vyasa ji is seated there, Narad ji is seated there. उनके सामने ही पूछा. अब चाइल्ड है वो, राम जी पूछ सकते हैं, गुस्ताखी माफ. But Vasishtha ji should not directly answer, no. But without answering also the question, things will not be clear to Rama. His mind will be in doubt. मेरे पहले बॉल पे ही गुरु महाराज बोल्ड हो गए. Then how can he teach me entire Jnanam? So he will not have Shraddha. So how to negotiate? Through Suchana Paddhati, the answer is given. Indicative way. Okay. So, what is the indicated way? Very interesting thing. Beautiful it is, very sublime. And here he is dissolving the doubt between Videha and Jivan Mukti. Every Videha Mukta was Mukta when he was in Jivana Mukti, when he was in Sharira. And where is Mukta in Sharira? When the Sharira is dropped, he will definitely be Videha Mukta. Being in Sharira only, because of Sharira we may call him as Jivan Mukta, but otherwise he is Videha Mukta only. That's the subtlety. For the onlookers, he appears to be Jivan Mukta because in him the functionings are happening through those Shariradi Upadi. That is our vision. But for him, though he is doing that work as ordered by Ishvara and is accepted as Jivan Mukta by us, but he is Videha Mukta also. Yesterday I explained to you a few things about Vyasji. Now, what Vasishthaji adopting in the technique is, he is saying, in the past, in the pure consciousness Paramatma, millions and millions of Srishtis have come and gone. How he is saying, that way? Ki Parama Arka Prakashantaha. Parama means Parabrahma. Okay? And if Parabrahma is Surya Bhagavan, Arka Prakasha, in the light of this Surya, the rays, in the rays, what is seen by us? Trasarenavaha, those hanging dust particles we see now from your ventilators, sometimes from windows. When the sunlight falls into your room, in that beam of sunlight, don't you see those hanging dust particles? They are called trasarenus. So, if you take the consciousness, the Parabrahma, as Surya Kanti, the trasarenus in that Surya Kanti are the Trijagataha, the Srushti of the three worlds. भूलोक स्वर्लोक अंतरलोक और ब्रह्मांड ही मानो. अब देखो, हियर इज माई वेंटिलेटर, हियर इज माई फ्लोर इन माई रूम. वहां से इधर ही इतना मे बी 6 या 8 मीटर, इवन लेस देन दैट, in the 3 to 4 meters of that distance. How many Trasarenus are seen? Can you make a count of it? In these 3-4 meters. अब now account करो, from Bhagwan Surya is lakhs of kilometers distance. Not only in this place, but throughout the Brahmanda, when the light is being flown, sunlight, how many Trasarenus are seen? In that way, in the past, in the pure consciousness, the sunlight, the millions and trillions of Trijagat Rupi Trasarenus have manifested and gone. So, first shloka. Parama Arka Prakashantaha. Parama Arka Prakash ke andar. Parama Supreme, Parabrahma. Arka is Surya. So, Surya, Supreme Parabrahman is himself is Surya. His Prakash is Chaitanya. In that, like the Surya Kanti, mein three Trasarenus are there. In the same way, in the Brahma Chaitanya Kanti, the Trasarenu Samana are the three Jagats, millions uncounted have come and gone. Or कि उत्पत्त्य उत्पत्त्य लीना, those which were born and dissolved, ये जो थे न संख्याम उपयांति थे, they can never be counted. So in Bhagwan Surya's Kanti, how many Trasarenus got up and dissolved? Can you count in the past? So about the past is this one. तो भगवान न चैतन्य रूपी परम ब्रह्म में ये अनेक कोटि ब्रह्मांड आके गए, उनका कोई गिनती नहीं कर सकते. This is simple way. In the past. In the present also, same scenario. Ki vartamanaha cha, present world also, ya santi, those which exist. What is that? Trailokya gana kotayaha. The Triloka Rupi sets, teen lok. Either you call the teen loka as the Adoloka Saptakam, Urdaloka Saptam, Bhumi, or Bhumi, Antariksha and Sarga. ऐसे त्रिलोकी कोटयः करोड़ों करोड़ों, even now they are there in the Chaitanya Brahma, shakyante tascha sankhyatum naiva kaschana kenachit. By nobody by any means, how many Brahmandas or Trilokas are there even now in the Vartamana Kala. In this Ananta Brahmanda Chaitanya, Brahma Chaitanya, Parabrahma, nobody can count. Like any example, how many waves have come and gone in the ocean in the past? Now how many are there? Can you count? This is Vartamana. What about Bhavishyat? Also, Bhavishyanti Parambodhau. Ambodhi ka example आ गया. In that Supreme Brahman named Ambodhi, the ocean, Bhavishyanti in future also, Jagat Sarga Tarangakaha. The creation, the Jagat named the Tarangakas, the waves, will come. They many will come. Tansha eva, even them also, Parisankhyatum, to count them, Sa Kathaiva Navidyate. Nobody can even imagine to make a count of them. So, what is the meaning of all of that? So, such type of number of worlds came in the past, are there in present, going to come in future. The Jivan or Sharira, they may be conducting this or that. Therefore, your doubt that because they are in the Sharira, that they are only Jivan Mukta, they are not Videha Mukta, that doubt you drop it. Even though they are expressing in the physical body, they are not only Jivan Muktas, they are Videha Mukta also. So this is how व्यास जी को जो सामने बैठे हैं जिनके बारे में राम जी ने पूछा क्वेश्चन, वशिष्ठ जी आंसर्ड ही इज विदेह मुक्त only. No doubt. So, and what is the information we got it? In this way, the creations in the pure Brahma Tattva, cosmoses, uncounted, came and gone, are there now, will come and go in future. Yet all of them are projections, imaginations, pure Parabrahman alone is reality. Those who give value to these projected Anantakoti Brahmandas, for the Ananta Kala, he remains to be a Jiva going through the Janma Marana in these Brahmandas. And the one who seeks and realizes the Supreme Brahman or truth or reality, he just goes out of it. Just like as long as we are in the ocean, we are tossed up by the ups and downs of the waves. The moment we have come onto the shores, those waves don't touch us. So coming onto the shores is realizing the essential Parabrahma Tattva. उसके बाद कोई संसार का ऊपर नीचे वाला जन्म मरण नहीं रहेगा. And the only way not to get affected by the waves is to come out. Only way to come out of the Janma Marana of samsara is to realize the self, which we are going to study throughout this text. Sri Rama asks, Sri Rama, intelligent question. Uvacha, ya bhuta ya bhavishyantah jagat sarga paramparaha tasam vicharana yukta vartamanastu ka iva. So, ya bhutaha, those which came and went away. Ya bhavishyantaha, which were going to come in future. Jagat sarga paramparaha, the sushti sthiti laya of the jagats. तासाम विचारणा युक्त. ठीक है, उसके बारे में ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है सोचने का समझने का. बट वर्तमानास्तु काय, प्लीज डिस्क्राइब मी इट अबाउट द वर्तमान काल. So in that he asking about this Vyasa directly we seated. Then what Vaashishtha ji gives the answer. So mystical it is. Tomorrow full class we take to explain it. That how all jivas, when they leave this body, actually are in such a state of being in which they discover entire Brahmanda in themselves only. That's the state of self. But still, because of the residue vasanas and the Maya Shakti, again the world is imagined, the Shariras are imagined, this fellow goes and gets caught up in that through that Punarapi Jananam, again that. This sublime knowledge we try to discuss tomorrow. These portions, whichever are little tough, we will go little slow. Other things which we are familiar, because of the study of Upanishads, etc., that will go little quicker. This becomes a good contemplation and addition to our knowledge about the Srishti, about the Brahmandas, about Jivan Muktas, about the Baddha Jivas, about Brahmagyana and its Mahima, about Janma Marana, about Samsara. ये सब का नॉलेज हमको पाना है. मजा आएगा अगर if you have Shraddha, if you have regularity and sincerity, prepared our mind. Don't bring samsara into your mind while being in the class. क्लास में आने से पहले 15 मिनट थोड़ा जब पूजा करके pray to God, tell to yourself the samsara is away till my class is over. If anything required, उसके बाद में. Otherwise, you are in the world doing so many works and duties, attending so many responsibilities, and all of them in the mind, agitated, disturbed. Maybe you are tired, exhausted also. To this class, which is very sublime, it's not a katha. It is not a making you cry wala stories of Sudama and all. It's not a bhajan kirtan. This is a tattva jnana. It requires a different amount of energy. तो अपने आप को ऐसे संभाल कर आओगे, इवन मी ऑल्सो द स्पीकर, then the katha can be beautifully enjoyed. Katha means the Shastra and Shastrokta, the mystical jnanams. My badhyata responsibility is trying my best to convey what exactly is said. Yours is you also bring your alert, attentive mind with full Shraddha, apply it here, try to grasp. Every day by studying this, Trupti of studying, Trupti of gaining new knowledge, then the result of it in intensifying the sadhaka in us, practicing that sadhakatva through sadhana, इस तरह धीरे 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 हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. भगवान गुरु may bless us. Tomorrow we'll continue because we started takes 20 minutes. So we'll start straight away that topic only tomorrow. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे. Thank you, friends. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तु मनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा. नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या मंगल गुरुदेव ब्रह्मलोकादेवी दासरथो राम. बोल श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री योग वास्तव रामायण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास सुखदेवाद ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की योग वास्तव रामायण शास्त्र की जय. समस्त देवता गण की जय. समस्त श्रुति पुराण शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई समस्त संताना की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. हनुम पार्वती मते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि शक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवा उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्था का मुमुक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स. कम with same sincerity, regularity, and give me that energy. You give me by your regularity, sincerity, and prayers. Join in 5 minutes for the other 3 texts. Janardana Jagannatha